the boy named Santiago who traveled place to place with his sheeps. He used to sell the wool of sheep and met a merchant's daughter who attracted him and convinced him to come back to the shop. Soon he went to a gypsy woman who used to interpret dreams. He told the boy that he will find a treasure in Egyptian pyramids. Apparently the boy ignored the conversation he did with the woman, but after some time he met a man who was king of Salem who traded sheep in exchange of guidance and stones which were precious one. Eventually he reached a port where a person robbed him while his eyes were stacked to the beautiful sword in the market. However, he found a job in crystal shop in the same town and worked there of some time to collect money to go to Egypt. The boy wanted to earn more and to generate the business. He gave some ideas which worked very incredibly. His commission was increased and he estimated that he can return back to Spain and buy 60 sheep in 6 months. The boy was very proud of himself as he had learned many new skills. The boy later asked merchant to sell minty in crystal glasses. At first the merchant disagreed because it would change his lifestyle, but later he agreed. After 11 months, boy had enough money to travel back to Spain. Santiago is unsure of how to proceed. Should he return to Andalusia, a rich man, and buy more sheep? However, he finally decided to go to Egypt with the caravan. The caravan arrived at Oasis. He stepped down and saw the oasis was gigantic, well surrounded by palm trees. The people who lived there were excited to see newcomers. The same caravan leader in which they arrived there explained that the group will stay at the oasis until the fighting stops, so he collected everyone's weapon as it was prohibited at Oasis. The Englishman who was there in search of Alchemist asked Santiago to help him find his tent. They asked people about Alchemist, but people didn't knew anything such. While searching, Santiago saw a young girl and promptly falls in love with her. Her name was Fatima. The Englishman takes off to hunt the alchemist. Santiago starts hanging out at the well, waiting for Fatima. He tells her about his dreams. Fatima wants Santiago to go look for his treasure instead of staying with her. One day while chilling, he saw 2 hawks fighting and invading one to another in sky and had a vision of battle. He elaborated the correlative thing to camel driver and tribal chief. In Rend, tribal chief ordered the army to look out the oasis. While returning, he met a stranger who guided him what he should do upcoming night and should visit him if army won the battle. Next night, Santiago visits him where they had a meal in stranger's tent who was actually the alchemist. He made Santiago ready for further journey and taught him about desert's life. Santiago told him about Fatima and their love. Alchemist but insists to go on and they will eventually meet again if their destiny wants. Otherwise he'll lose everything. That night they headed back to Oasis, planning to leave before sunrise, where Santiago also met Fatima to say goodbye and promising to come back. Santiago arrives at the Egyptian pyramids and begins to dig. He finds nothing buried in the ground. Thieves beat Santiago and rob all of his money. After he tells them of his dream, though, one of the thieves recounts his own dream about a buried treasure in the sacristy of an abandoned church. Returning to Andalusia, Santiago goes back to the church where he dreamed the treasure near the pyramids. He digs where he slept beneath a sycamore tree, and there it is. Santiago's treasure. That's the real treasure, was to see beauty of pyramids. It is an unforgettable story about the essential wisdom of listening to our heart and, above all, following our dreams. Every person in this world should watch for omens. Omens are the individual language in which God talks to you. My omens are not your omens. They are strange but individual language that guides you towards your own destiny. We recommend this book to those people who capitulate easily. This book will make them realize that dismay can sometimes shows you finer phase of this wood and this phase of this wood and the real treasure you are searching in your life.